Hello, I'm Hope Logan. I am an actor on Bold and the Beautiful, and many people really love both me and our Bold and the Beautiful drama. So I've come here to share updates about my beloved Bold and the Beautiful. Everyone, please subscribe and support me. If you do, I will keep coming every day with new updates for you. The world of the Bold and the Beautiful may be setting the stage for a surprising twist. And at the center of it all is the legendary Hope for the Future diamond, a dazzling gem that has suddenly become one of the most talked about treasures in Los Angeles. What began as a simple mission to secure a valuable jewel is now raising questions, suspicions, and the possibility of a deception that could leave everyone stunned. As the spotlight grows brighter around Hope Logan Spencer's newest fashion venture, so does the mystery surrounding the diamond that carries her brand's name. And if history has proven anything, it's that when the Spencer family gets involved, things are rarely as straightforward as they seem. The story gained momentum when Bill Spencer made a bold move and summoned Wyatt Spencer back to town. Bill had a clear objective in mind, and he wasted no time making his expectations known. He wanted the Hope for the Future diamond located and secured, believing the rare jewel could become the perfect centerpiece for generating excitement around Hope Logan Spencer's new fashion line. For Bill, this wasn't merely about obtaining an expensive gemstone. It was about creating a spectacle, a buzzworthy event capable of drawing attention and elevating Hope's brand to new heights. Determined to make it happen, Bill repeatedly pressured Wyatt to track down the elusive diamond, placing the responsibility squarely on his son's shoulders. The assignment was challenging, but Bill's confidence in Wyatt suggested he believed the impossible could somehow become possible. Yet the search quickly became more complicated than anyone anticipated. Earlier, there had already been a moment that left viewers questioning what was real and what was merely an illusion. Wyatt had proudly displayed what appeared to be the Hope for the Future diamond to Liam Spencer, presenting it with enough confidence to make it seem authentic. For a brief moment, even Liam was impressed, convinced he was looking at the genuine article. But the surprise came quickly when Wyatt revealed the truth. The sparkling stone wasn't the real Hope for the Future diamond at all. It was merely a replica. Liam admitted he had been fooled, acknowledging that for a second, he genuinely believed Wyatt had accomplished the impossible. The revelation highlighted just how convincing the imitation was, and it also planted an important seed of doubt that continues to linger. As time passed, Wyatt struggled to locate the original jewel. The search appeared to be hitting dead ends, and despite his efforts, the authentic diamond remained frustratingly out of reach. Still, Wyatt never completely gave up. Behind the scenes, he continued making calls, leaning on connections, and searching for any lead that could bring him closer to the prize his father desperately wanted. Meanwhile, Bill remained focused on the bigger picture. He even sweetened the deal by offering support for Wyatt and Shauna Fulton's jewelry line, creating an additional incentive for Wyatt to succeed. However, Bill made one thing abundantly clear. Before any promises could move forward, Wyatt needed to deliver the Hope for the Future diamond. Everything depended on that one achievement. Then came the moment that seemed to change everything. Standing before his father, Wyatt appeared remarkably confident, almost as though he had anticipated Bill's demand long before it was spoken aloud. Without hesitation, he produced what he claimed was the Hope for the Future diamond, the very gem Bill had been obsessing over. The reveal instantly transformed the atmosphere. Bill finally appeared satisfied, and Wyatt couldn't resist enjoying the moment. There was even a hint of pride in his demeanor as he spoke about the connections that had supposedly allowed him to pull off such an impressive feat. After weeks of uncertainty, it looked as though Wyatt had finally delivered exactly what his father wanted. But beneath the celebration, a shadow of suspicion began to emerge. For many viewers, Wyatt's sudden success felt almost too convenient. Social media quickly filled with speculation, as fans questioned whether the discovery was genuinely legitimate. The timing seemed perfect, perhaps a little too perfect. After all, this was the same Wyatt who had previously showcased a convincing replica capable of fooling Liam. If one fake diamond had already been introduced into the story, what was stopping another from taking center stage? The possibility immediately sparked theories that Wyatt might not be telling Bill the complete truth. What if the stone he proudly presented wasn't the authentic hope for the future diamond at all? That question opens the door to a fascinating possibility. If Wyatt ultimately failed to locate the real diamond, he may have decided that deception was his only option. Armed with a replica that had already proven capable of convincing people, he could be hoping to fool Bill and everyone else long enough to get through Hope's major event. In a world where appearances often matter as much as reality, such a gamble might seem tempting. The plan would only need to work temporarily, allowing the event to proceed successfully before anyone discovered the truth. It would be risky, undoubtedly, but Spencer family schemes have never been known for playing it safe. The idea that Wyatt could be orchestrating a carefully calculated illusion feels entirely possible given the circumstances. Adding another layer to the intrigue is Shauna Fulton. With so much riding on securing a valuable Logan business connection, Shauna has every reason to want Wyatt's plan to succeed. If a deception is unfolding behind the scenes, some viewers wonder whether she might already be aware of it. Her hopes of locking in a Logan deal could provide strong motivation to support Wyatt, even if the strategy involves bending the truth. The prospect of the two working together in secret creates even more dramatic possibilities, turning a simple jewelry acquisition into a potentially explosive storyline filled with hidden agendas and calculated risks. If Shauna is involved, the consequences of the eventual truth coming to light could be far-reaching. Of course, there remains another possibility, one that is far less scandalous but equally important to consider. Wyatt may actually have accomplished exactly what he claims. Perhaps he genuinely used his connections, overcame the obstacles, and succeeded in tracking down the authentic hope for the future diamond. It is entirely possible that the jewel he handed over to Bill is the real thing, making all the suspicion unnecessary. Yet because of the earlier replica and the Spencer family's long history of clever maneuvering, doubt continues to hover over the situation. The uncertainty itself has become part of the drama, keeping everyone guessing about what lies beneath the surface. No matter which version of the story proves true, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Wyatt's role in the Logan orbit is growing more significant. By apparently delivering exactly what Bill wanted, he has positioned himself as an important player in the unfolding storyline. Bill is pleased, opportunities are opening up, and Wyatt suddenly finds himself standing at the center of new possibilities. Whether he achieved this through genuine success or through an elaborate deception remains the question that could change everything. As tensions quietly build and secrets potentially wait to be exposed, viewers are left wondering how long the truth can stay hidden. And in the unpredictable world of the bold and the beautiful, the answer is often revealed only when the stakes are at their highest and the fallout promises to be unforgettable. As anticipation continues to build, the mystery surrounding the hope for the future diamond threatens to become far more than a simple question of authenticity. What initially appeared to be a victory for Wyatt Spencer could easily evolve into one of the most explosive situations currently unfolding in Los Angeles. Every major event has a moment when the excitement reaches its peak, when cameras flash, guests gather, and all eyes focus on a single centerpiece. If Hope's upcoming event is designed around showcasing the legendary diamond, then that precious stone will be under intense scrutiny from everyone in attendance. The higher the profile of the event becomes, the greater the risk if something is wrong. And if Wyatt is hiding a secret, the pressure surrounding him is only going to intensify with every passing day. For Bill Spencer, the diamond represents far more than a beautiful gemstone. It symbolizes prestige, publicity, and the opportunity to create a powerful narrative around Hope Logan Spencer's newest venture. Bill understands the value of spectacle better than almost anyone, and he knows that a rare jewel with a famous history can generate headlines, conversations, and excitement that money alone cannot buy. In his mind, the hope for the future diamond has the potential to become the perfect marketing tool. That is precisely why he pushed Wyatt so aggressively to secure it. Having finally received what appears to be the prize he wanted, Bill is operating under the belief that everything is falling into place. But if the diamond turns out to be a fake, the fallout could be devastating not only for the event itself, but also for Bill's trust in his son. Meanwhile, Wyatt finds himself standing at the center of a delicate balancing act. On the surface, he appears confident and accomplished, basking in the satisfaction of delivering what seemed impossible only a short time ago. Yet confidence can sometimes conceal anxiety, and if there is any truth behind the growing fan theories, Wyatt may be carrying a burden that becomes heavier by the day. Every compliment, every expression of gratitude, and every discussion about the diamond's importance could serve as a painful reminder of the truth he is trying to hide. The closer the event gets, the more difficult it would become to maintain such a deception. One unexpected question, one expert examination, or one accidental discovery could bring the entire house of cards crashing down in an instant. The possibility of exposure creates a fascinating layer of tension. Imagine the scene if the diamond is publicly unveiled before a crowd of influential guests, fashion insiders, and members of the Logan family. The atmosphere would be electric, filled with excitement and celebration. Hope would likely see the gem as a symbol of the bright future she is trying to build, while Bill would proudly view it as evidence that his vision had succeeded. Yet beneath the glamour, an invisible threat could be waiting. If someone were to discover that the stone is merely a replica, the celebration could transform into chaos within seconds. Smiles would disappear, trust would be shattered, and every person connected to the scheme would suddenly find themselves forced to answer difficult questions. Shauna Fulton's position in all of this remains equally intriguing. Her dreams of strengthening business ties and securing a Logan connection provide powerful motivation to support Wyatt's efforts. Whether she knows more than she is letting on or is simply celebrating what she believes is a genuine success remains uncertain. However, if she is involved in any kind of deception, the consequences could extend beyond business arrangements. Relationships built on trust can unravel quickly when secrets emerge, and Shauna would risk damaging valuable connections if the truth came to light. The possibility of her standing beside Wyatt while hiding the same secret only adds another layer of suspense to an already complicated situation. At the heart of the story is Hope Logan Spencer herself, the person whose brand and future are directly tied to the diamond's symbolic value. Hope is focused on launching her new line and creating momentum for the next chapter of her career. She is relying on the people around her to help make that vision a reality. The diamond has become a representation of hope, ambition, and opportunity, making the stakes even higher if something goes wrong. Should the gemstone prove to be fraudulent, Hope could find herself caught in the middle of a scandal she never saw coming. Instead of celebrating a successful launch, she could be forced to deal with embarrassment, disappointment, and the painful realization that those closest to her may not have been completely honest. Yet, despite all the theories and suspicions, there remains a very real chance that the truth is much simpler than viewers expect. Wyatt may indeed have succeeded where others failed. His confidence may be justified, his connections may have paid off, and the diamond resting in Bill's possession may truly be the authentic hope for the future jewel. If that turns out to be the case, then all the doubts surrounding him will eventually fade away, replaced by admiration for pulling off an extraordinary accomplishment. The uncertainty is what makes the storyline so compelling. Every clue can be interpreted in multiple ways, and until undeniable proof emerges, both possibilities remain alive. As the days move forward, one thing becomes impossible to ignore. Wyatt Spencer has suddenly become one of the most important figures in this unfolding drama. Whether he is a hero who delivered the impossible or a schemer attempting to pull off an elaborate bluff, his actions will shape everything that comes next. The diamond, the event, the business opportunities, and the family dynamics are all connected through him. Every decision he makes carries the potential to alter the course of multiple lives. And as secrets, ambitions, and suspicions continue to collide, viewers are left eagerly waiting for the moment when the truth finally steps into the light. Until that moment arrives, the hope for the future diamond remains more than just a priceless jewel. It is a symbol of mystery, temptation, and the fragile line between appearance and reality. In a world where loyalty is tested and deception often hides behind confident smiles, the truth rarely stays buried forever. Whether Wyatt is celebrating a legitimate triumph or standing on the edge of a dangerous lie, the next chapter promises tension, surprises, and emotional consequences that could ripple through the lives of everyone involved. And as the bold and the beautiful continues to build suspense around this glittering mystery, one question refuses to disappear. Is the diamond truly real, or is the biggest reveal still waiting to come?